everybody. Welcome to Foley Plays Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. This is going to be a brand new Let's Play. Banishers only came out yesterday, which is the 13th of February 2024. Anyone watching this in the future? So, what the heck is Banishers? Oh, Banishers is the latest game from Dontnod, or Dontnod, or whatever way they want to pronounce their name now. Previously, Dontnod have made things like Life is Strange, or Vampire, or Remember Me, or lots of other games. This particular game is from the team who made Vampire, which we have played on the channel before. As you might imagine, it's a game about a vampire. It was pretty good. Not amazing, but, you know, it's decent. Decent story. So this is what they've been working on since. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, the blurb on Steam. Hunt ghosts as two memorable characters in a story-driven action RPG where your decisions carry dramatic consequences. Torn between honoring your oath to the living and saving your departed partner, how far will you go for love? So, somewhat fitting, I guess, for Valentine's Day. Anyway, so the game has this sort of dual conflict for the game. Is like, do you hold true to your partner who has died? You could potentially bring them back, or something, or make them move on to the next world, what have you. Or do you stick to your job as a banisher and banish them? And you're going to be conflicted for the entire game until I imagine you have to make a binary choice at the end. Pick A or pick B. I guess we'll find out. Currently on Steam, it's sitting on a very positive 84.89%. Having said that, it's only been out like a day. So, you know, take that with a pinch of salt. Considering it's only been out for a day, Metacritic is obviously also only catching up. Doesn't have too many reviews right now. It's currently sitting at 78, but if you actually search for the game on Metacritic, it doesn't have an overall score right now. So it is moving between a 78 on PS5, 79 on PC, and an 81 on Xbox, based on a handful of reviews. There are more reviews for the PlayStation version than the Xbox version. 54 reviews for PlayStation, only 15 for Xbox. Might be some discrepancy in the score, but it's not a huge amount. I mean, 3 points isn't massive. Over on OpenCritic amalgamates all of their scores together just to give them one number, so it's currently sitting on an 82 top critic average. Means it's strong, according to OpenCritic. 86% critics recommended. Current game's also sitting on the strong rating as of broadcast. Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remastered. Liz Fanga, the Time Shift Warrior, which we played a little bit of in the Steam Next Fest. It's a pretty interesting time-based RPG. Ultros is apparently a very good Metroidvania, and Helldivers 2 that is doing pretty good on Steam right now as a multiplayer, 4-player co-op, Starship Troopers type thing. Anyway, actual reviews: PC Gamer 74 out of 100, IGN 7 out of 10, Hobby Consolas 88 out of 100, Sixth Axis 8 out of 10, IGN Spain and Italy gave it an 8 out of 10, an extra point for Spain and Italy. God is a Geek 9 out of 10, Gaming Trend 80 out of 100. So, we look a bit deeper into some of these reviews. PC Gamer's Tom Sykes 74 out of 100. This ghost story is stretched a little thin, but still well worth exploring. IGN's Travis Northup 7 out of 10. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden's memorable story and inspired investigative cases help carry it across its rougher patches. Sounds like Vampire, honestly. Those are on the low end of the scores. On the higher end of the scores, God is a Geek's Mick Fraser 9 out of 10. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden is a powerful, emotional, compelling tale that shows off a side of Dontnod that we've never seen so well lit. Well, okay, fine, yeah. Vampire was very dark. I'm not sure if that's what they're referring to. And then somewhere in the middle, Gaming Trends, Cassie Peterson, 80 out of 100. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden is a grim and gripping tale of two lovers coming to terms with love and sacrifice. Dontnod have built another beautiful world to enjoy. Okay. So, most people are highlighting the story. Not many people going into the combat end of things. Actually, IGN Italy has something to say about the combat. Francesco Destri, 8 out of 10. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden is Dontnod's most ambitious and solid game, and despite some flaws in pacing and repetition, it remains an action-adventure loaded with feeling and with a solid combat system. Okay, it's a solid combat system, which means it's not particularly good. It's solid, serviceable, does the job. Again, much like Vampire. Okay, I think we're getting this is Vampire again, but ghosts this time. Well, let's find out. Part 1, Foley plays Banishers Ghost of New Eden. Let's get to it. You can see we were playing this on the PS5. Looking at it on Steam, if you are interested in playing this on Steam Deck, it is currently has a platinum rating from Steam Deck HQ, which means it should run without any real issues whatsoever. Epilepsy warning, playing a Welbert Loom. Enough. Do not play if you're drowsy or exhausted. I mean, I wouldn't play video games ever if I had this issue. Okay. I was wondering when that will pop up. Let me just swap that before we get into the game proper. Interesting that... Whoops. Well, there's something about a content warning there, but it's gone now. Hope that wasn't important. Game has an autosave. Don't do anything while there's an autosave. Press any button to start. Alright, our usual test. Any button. Pick a random button. The left D-pad. It worked. Okay, damn it. One of these days I'll catch these guys out. Alright, EULA. I don't know why they have a EULA for a not online game, but okay. Telemetry off. Continue. Adjust brightness. Adjust brightness until the left symbol is barely visible, which it is. It's even less visible on stream though, so I'm going to push it a tiny bit more. How's that? Right, it's a bit better for stream. Speaker type, headphones. Headphones. Night mode, nope. No night mode. Parallax. Is this just for menus? Choose if you want to activate parallax interface movement in minutes for menus. Yeah, that's fine. Parallax is when the menu, the background kind of shifts somewhat away from the cursor to give you this kind of 3D feeling of the menu. Subtitles are on. Medium is fine. Display speaker names, yes. You can have colorization, yes. High contrast, no, it's not necessary. Should be fine. Alright, get your ass up. Time to go to work. Time for work, boys. Now at least I can actually navigate. So I had the cursor all the way over here. Now at least when I press the D-pad, it just jumps straight to the menu. Like, good. Right, any other options we need to look at before we get into it? Gameplay, tutorials are on, difficulty is not allowed to be changed. Cannot change difficulty when saving in verboten. I'm not saving at all. Anyway. Auto relock. What does that mean? Choose if you want to automatically switch target when your current target has been killed. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Been killed or quickly goes off screen. I don't know about that. They shouldn't be going off screen if I'm on lock on. But okay, aim friction is aim assist. Kinda. The more your aiming speed slows down while your reticle hovers. Yeah, it's aiming assist. Display the threat indicator, that's fine. Hide the hood, no. Use if you want to hide your whole hood. Why is this set to off? Okay. Weird that these are all display on, but anyway. Graphics mode set to performance because Twitch won't care about the graphical fidelity. Audio is the same. Controls. Adaptive triggers so that my battery can wear out even faster. These are all fine. Not going to mess with the button mapping just yet. Parallax is on. Privacy policy I don't want to look at. Interface languages are correct. Subtitles are all good. Alright. Get to it. Okay, select your difficulty. Interestingly, there is no default. You know, it isn't already automatically highlighting one of them. So that's interesting. Anyway, story mode. Players who wish to focus on the narrative. Easy. Players who wish to enjoy the game with a forgiving combat challenge. Normal. They did call it normal, though, so that kind of answers that for you. Players who wish to enjoy a balanced experience of story and combat. I would have called that just balanced anyway. Hard. Players who want lots of combat and very hard. Players who seek a very challenging combat experience. Let's just stick to normal. We'll see if the combat gets frustrating like it did in Vampire. Throw that combat difficulty straight down. This Entertainment Presents. They haven't changed their name yet before this game came out. They have changed their name since. I don't remember what they changed it to. Something stupid.
Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden. A tender stands at your disposal.
What? Tendies? A single tendy? I'm gonna get to it first. That's just been producing gas the whole night? How did it just light
of clouds.
the fire?
Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
Those are marshmallows. Oh yeah. Alright, the chicken tendies can wait.
Of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
You guys have weird dreams. I dreamed that I'm supposed to be able to fly, but I've lost the power and I'm concerned why I'm not able to do it anymore.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
Did you not hear what he said?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
America.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
What did Chuck have to say for himself?
Both must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
My name is
Be
Red.
careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, I tell you, we need to go. I need to pee.
Go
Rory
pee.
McWraith, gallant to the last.
Rudry McWraith. Mac Wraith, really, as a ghost guy?
To the dead.
Sake. Mac Wraith.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew.
Where are they getting Red from? Obviously his hair, sure, but Rudy
Life
is just
to the living,
Rory.
we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of
Yeah,
humanity,
leave me my
the
face.
dead
This is the
have
best
been
defense I can think of.
dead as alive.
Stick
we
my
are
face out.
complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled.
You won't know what to do if I
ties
just
that
lead
bind.
directly with my face.
Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror.
That's not good. Is that the guy who sent us a letter? He's fucking dead already?
I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
I'll blame you for this, Chuck. You're gonna pay us triple. 16.95. 169.5.
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. As cold as a bishop's arse. And twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
Where are they supposed to be? New England? I have no idea of US geography. assume it's somewhat more in the north if it's this cold.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two.
Buttons. Buttons. God. So we're heading to the church.
Of long, boring sea voyages to grim, faraway lands.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than work.
Well, you were sleeping there a second ago.
Set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
Nobody here to greet us. Good sign.
Have I mentioned how grim this place is?
I heard
You see, you said it once or twice, yeah.
but I don't disagree.
Are we here when the tide is really fucking out, or is everything just frozen? Can I drop down? Somebody has to light all these torches. I don't know where that guy is. Oh, press the button to crouch. What do you think it is? Circle? X! Alright, I don't think we have a crouch button exactly. We just have context awareness movement. Means we probably don't have a jump. Do we have a dodge? We have a dodge. Okay. Rats that are running
We
away
can get through here.
from where we're going.
Sure.
Not a good.
Let's go traipsing through the rotten, falling down house.
A great idea to go in the direction the rats are running from. Bataryi.
Looks steady enough.
If fungus. Squeezy. A squeezy.
Watch out!
Not so squeezy. Well, now what?
Is it just me or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Over-eager apprentices.
Hey. Whoops.
I can break my way through here.
Healed myself, possibly? Boing. It's me, Ghostface.
I could beat you in my sleep.
That's cool. They come out of the wall. Yeah, I had no idea that guy was beside me though, so that's not
Just
ideal.
a sneaky wanderer. You?
Same, but I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
I see I have 2 meters. Obviously one of them is health. Dear cousin, a letter old and damp. His farce that is new eat now. Hang on. Why am I giving him a Russian? You give him an American voice. His farce is new Eden town has gone long enough. You tried all you could to make it work to build something there. If the words you send me are true, then by God, take your wife and your precious children, pack your belongings, and leave that ungodly place. Come to Providence and live with us. There's farm work here, and Simone and I will gladly take you until you find a place of your own. Please, I'm begging you. Come to us. We are family, and the children will be safer here. Johnny James, Providence, September 6169 4. I assume that's not how people from Providence sound, but I have no idea how they sound, so... Yellow paint is in full flow here. Pleather. Rats that are running away from where I'm going. They're indestructible barrels. I wonder if this is the trade of the town. They make indestructible barrels and buckets.
Ah, more wanderers.
Behind you!
Falcon punch?
Yeah, as easy as falling off a box. Can't tell how long these people are dead.
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever.
Or the Native Americans that they stole the land from. Lads. I got move. Attacking with your weapon fills the banish gauge. When the banish gauge is full, press the button to banish.
Time to leave for good.
Go away. Right, it's just one hit kill. Shit, close. He got me anyway. Spectre dust. More pleather. I think one of those was her ghost. Possibly. More reading. A note damp and bloody. Perhaps these words will be lost in time, but I must write them. The date? Cannot say. No, it is the month of June in the year 169-5. Thought we would be safer in Providence. Thought we would finally see the children again, and the golden wheat fields would ring with their laughter. Her mother now lies dead, and I shall join her soon. Something insidious walks the roads. Terrible spirits took us. New Eden is cursed. You who reads this now, I tell you, run.
These people left New Eden Town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here?
In the barrel or under the barrel? How many dodges do I get? I know. Double tap the roll. Doesn't seem to be a limit. Maybe we are out of combat though, so who knows? Sure, we're getting any closer to the church. I think we're going in a circle. Old art. Okay, that happens automagically.
Yeah, I can reach you in my sleep.
You can't hold the charge attack, it just comes out. Can't just let them walk into you, like.
That augurs badly for the case.
Situation's worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
I think old Chuckles is dead, is the issue. Died sometime after sending the letter. Or did he send the letter at all?
Empty docks in a growing settlement. Never a good sign. Are the town selectmen sitting on their arses?
Isn't that what selectmen do?
Fuck is a selectman?
When we get to town, we may need to split up to cover more ground.
You may count on the most responsible student a Banisher could have.
We'll see if you remember some of your teaching. If you're up for it.
Always.
Boston, Fort Jericho, the Harrow's Hamlet. Boston is that way. We're going in all the directions that are not on the sign. Okay. Alright, it's fine.
Not the busiest stables I've ever seen. No ostler and no horses.
This town is less and less welcoming by the second.
Ostler is somebody, it's like a horse valet. I think. No, it was spelt that way though.
A welcoming committee.
Let's find the inn. Let's find Charles.
All chuckles. If I was an inn, where would I
Good
be?
to see Charles and Esther again.
Hey, buddy.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
What you doing?
A pretty word for a set of shackles.
I'm sure folk here are just as open-minded as Charles.
You have reached the location of your current objective. Your compass now indicates that you are inside an area of investigation. Look for the inn. Well, sign should help.
This must be the inn.
Is it? Not very big for an inn. Steal somebody's leather? Why do we just have strips of leather everywhere? Weird. I'm telling you, they make indestructible barrels in this town. Watch.
Yeah.
See? What do we got? Wild Sherval, whatever that is, pieces of ace, and even more leather. Where are all the where are all the cows? That it? All the cows are gone because they turned them all into leather?
Charlie, we're here. Your prayers are answered. Pour us a drink.
Finally.
Banisher, please come in. As it is called, your serving woman may sit while we talk.
Serving woman.
She's the boss. You're not Charles.
My name is Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McWraith. Good day to you, sirs, madam. Now, where's Charles?
Minister Davenport said help was on its way. I assumed...
Keep digging, Fairfax. Good day. Pennington, captain of the train band. This here is Thick-Skin Newsmith.
Thick-Skin
We're the
Newsmith.
selectmen.
What's left of us? Why is Charles not here?
Selectman like a militia or something?
We're sorry for your loss. We'll do what we can for his widow.
The Reverend is dead. When? How?
A terrible tragedy. Though our faith sustains us, we are still very much in shock.
Our shock at Reverend Davenport's killing is so great that we must sit here in comfort, losing precious time.
As governor of the colony of New Eden, it is my responsibility.
Look at us, sat here waiting to meet the same fate. We could all be miles away by now. You lot do what you want. I intend living.
Okay. I mean, you could live in the inn as
The
well.
esteemed select woman can be brusque. Forgive her. And rest assured that her aptitudes far outweigh her manners. Or lack thereof.
Her point still stands, Fairfax. Sitting here, doing nothing, we are as lambs to the slaughter.
The Banishers are here. Surely with their expertise we may yet prevail.
Then I shall leave you and your expertise in ghosts and devils to find out. My expertise in blood and battle is of little use. Mistress Duarte, if I can be of service, yous may visit me at home.
Use.
On the other side of the street, as it were.
Well, Governor, shall you leave or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly. But we are worth saving.
Citation
Now
needed.
that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend.
Never.
We
I
feel the
accept
loss of
nothing.
Our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion. The pride, indeed, of New Eden. It discommodes
Really? The
me
priest
greatly
was the pride
to
of New Eden?
remember how
That's-
we found his body in the cemetery.
Tells you a lot about
Indeed,
this
it
place.
distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
What do you think happened? Could your physicians not save him? What do you think happened? We'll see if I can ask both of these.
What do you think happened?
I could guess, to little use. It is evident, however, that Charles's unexpected death is linked to his investigation of the curse.
The curse.
In the minister's absence, I try, in all humility, to protect us all.
I see you trying
body
very
and
hard.
soul, from our ongoing peril. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist.
Of course you were.
Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
Uh-huh.
We're not demonologists, and neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home and does not much venture out. Their house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
About the curse. Why is town so empty?
Why is town so empty?
Of those who did not die, we are the few who stayed. Though our motivations may differ, all who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Where do they go?
Those who left, where did they go?
Boston, outlying settlements. Anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe we must stand our ground.
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so.
How will they know the
We
curse
have
has been
homes
lifted?
here, but we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not resolve this situation quickly, the community of New Eden shall be broken, perhaps forever.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that, like my father was before me. Faith and science are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets
Having
of God's
two
green
compasses
and
that
pleasant
don't
life.
both point in the same direction
those
is
who
kind of
threaten it.
useless.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem. Which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock, as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
I kind of want to deliver both of these sarcastically, but I don't think she will.
Perhaps we may come to you for advice.
Please do, madam, for I would be only too glad to give it.
About the curse.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now. and I can tell you that it worsens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares.
And then the daymares.
Came madness.
And then the nightmares again.
And came death. And death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part. This never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
So this is unnatural weather.
What do you think caused the curse?
The curse.
In my humble opinion, I'll point to the obvious. The abyss disgorges its spawn upon New Eden, bent on making God's poor creatures suffer. As to the nature of the demon, that's what we're paying you to find out. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task and acquitted himself with honor. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes, our contract stands for Charles.
All right,
For all chuckles.
for Charles. Thank you. We have what we need.
Alright, so you don't
Then I wish you
necessarily
success.
get to ask every
By
question.
my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
I'm not going back to school. That's not happening. Alright, gotta read some shit. No? Gotta read, no. Steal some shit. Stealing. Upstairs. Steal. It's locked. Okay, we're going in there. Oh, locked. Stealing. Piece of 8. And locked. Right, let's go talk to the widow. Compass indicates the direction and distance towards an objective.
Those are cursed
Follow the arrow
sea
marker to
stones.
meet there.
If only we'd been here earlier.
I know. But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against.
Okay, it looks like the compass also directs you to the shortest path. It's not just a straight line. By right.
Antea, Red. Come in. I've barely slept for fear you would not come.
And more
I'm at a
talking.
loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse.
The
I
curse.
too have questions. but I have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse, it was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything.
Did he now?
People came to rely on him.
Did they now?
I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well-read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain, too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad.
Aren't we
Charles
all?
thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
Stealing,
May I do anything
stealing,
else?
stealing a card from
You stay put. We'll find the way.
You have unlocked your first hint. Contains important information about the person it is linked to. You can refer to these hints at any time. Your haunting cases menu. Got 1 for Esther, 0 for Chuckles. Understand why Charles lingered. Seeing her husband's ghost, grieving widow Esther Davenport was deeply distressed. Joyful and educated good friend of Antea and Red is now a young widow who has lost her anchor and drifts unmoored on a sea of mourning. Chronicles, I assume, is just the story. Can't do this yet. All the shit we've picked up. And the map.
That porcelain saw many a dinner-turned-lecture with Charles.
Understand why a ghost lingers in the incarnate, you must gather hints about each involved inhabitant. Once the hints have all been uncovered, the inhabitant's intent is disclosed, and you make complete investigation. Bundle of letters from Charles, 12th day of August, 169. Nice. 4. My sweet Esther, I was down and yet you were there to support me. You are an angel from heaven to help me in my dark mission. You are the light that guides me through the darkness of the invisible, capital I. And yet I feel so sorry for bringing you to this tortured land. You know well that things are not as they should be in New Eden, and I am sorry to have you by my side, for I fear for your life. Wish we could have found a quiet corner of this land there to raise our children, but I fear a curse. Think we should leave? Perhaps you should go ahead while I defend our home. Think about it. I cannot bear the thought of darkness taking you away from me. Your love forever, Chuckles. Bundle of letters from Chuckles. 5th day of January, 1685. Much earlier. Beloved Esther, how I long to hold you in my arms. The announcement of our marriage was to my heart as a delicacy on my palate, a sweet of which one cannot tire. At last we shall be together, and together forever and ever, until the day many years from now, when we are old, and at last death separates us. Only death can extinguish the love between us, and I am sure that not even death can undo the tenderness of you. I want everything to be perfect for our marriage, and I will make it so. I will write to you every day until that blessed moment when I can finally shed the weight of letters and tell you... Shed the weight of letters, that's what he said. Tell you in person every day how I feel about you. I'm thinking of you, your love forever. Kind of sappy, but alright.
Where are you staying, my dears?
The governor had a room prepared for us in the schoolhouse.
The schoolhouse? Wouldn't you rather stay here? You'd be more comfortable.
Yeah, I would.
Very kind, but we've a long day ahead of us. I don't want to bother you.
I don't have much. But promise me you'll come for dinner tomorrow. For old time's sake.
Of course.
Okay. 21st day of February 1687. Again, Charles. My sweet Esther, I can tell you how much I long to get home. To work in the mystical Scottish Highlands. It's exciting. I can't argue with that, but I miss the sweetness of our home. Reminds me now of Hobbs Barrow we played last year. However, I know that the few months I have left away from your loving arms will be of great benefit to me. Well, through this experience I will increase my knowledge, and all this I do to protect you from those dark worlds that swirl around us. It is your love and trust that pushes me into these mysterious entrenchments, pushes me to do my best. It's for you that I do this, for when I can see the pride in your eyes, then I know what role I play on this earth. Really, you should be doing this for yourself. Anyway. I know that I can be stronger. I know I can do anything as long as you look at me with that spark that is only yours. Thinking of you. Face. Music. New Scotch tune in G major by Henry Purcell.
Purcell?
Purcell, even.
Could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
Forte. Why is that? Well, presumably it's somewhat different to a regular piano, but I guess it doesn't use strings? Or if it does, the strings are really, really short. Letter from Eleanor Combs to Charles. November 16994. I'm delighted I was to read your words. It is always a pleasure to hear from you and to know that yourself and your beloved Esther are doing well. I have contacted our brothers in London, but unfortunately we could not find anything in our archives that matches the description of the events you have experienced in New Eden. Be that as it may, pestilence and never-ending winters are phenomena perhaps too broad for us to pinpoint the exact cause. I can give you no better answer. Be it sorcery, the presence of an Ichor, capital I, or something else entirely we cannot say. All I can do is invite you to continue your research and to take note of all of your observations. Our Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. Hey, this is set in the vampire universe. So little presence in the new world, any new information shall be precious indeed. Please stay safe, my friend. Yours truly, Eleanor Combs. This would be set.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
This game would have been set way before Vampire though, so we're not gonna accidentally bump into Jonathan Reed or anything like that.
Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me.
Mr. Bachelor
That was nice of him.
came to see the widow. Nose? He's, I guess, a sadness and interval or a study of the Eloian scale by Pietro. Doesn't say about that. Oh, that's not what I want to read. Printed book, study of H. Purcell's Shaconii in G minor for strings by herself. Her own book.
Are you hungry, dear? You must be starving after such a long trip.
I thought we said we'd have dinner tomorrow.
It's no trouble.
Save your provisions, Esther. I'm all right, really.
Rory McGrath isn't hungry. Truly, doomsday is upon us.
Letter from a neighbor. Esther, some food and ale for you. Sorry for your loss. Your neighbors hold you in their heart. With the lettuce.
This is Charles's. It's like he never left.
Escape. Okay, so check out the study and the boudoir. Right, let's go, Rory.
Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable.
Okay. Your nightmares come from. I remember the teaching of my masters, may God bless their souls, against the threatening unknown when the common knowledge is not enough to understand a situation. The sagacious and pious man will wisely turn to the very roots of his art, the words, their meaning, and the power hidden in each of them. Nightmare has nothing to do with a nocturnal female horse, as in the French Cauchemar or the German Nachtmar. Mare here comes from 12th century Middle Dutch and means ghost or demon. A nightmare is not a puny fiend sneaking into the bedrooms to suffocate the dreamers, but one of the rarest and most powerful spirit, defined by its only purpose to spread its insidious and unforgiving wrath upon any living soul it may reach. According to my research, no occultist ever successfully banished a nightmare. But why? Could a nightmare be more than a ghost? I'm afraid so. Remember a disturbing poem I read in London in my younger years about the terrifying abilities of such entities? Supposedly able to penetrate the dreams of its targets, to influence their thoughts and perception and make them endure their worst fear. Able even to bend the distance or alter time, creating tantalizing and personalized nightmare its victims can't hope to escape from. Such a petrifying concept. I pray God with all my heart and soul that this is not what has risen upon us. How would we then escape despair, death, and doom? More information, but where to find them? Charles Davenport's brooch. Silver brooch habitually worn by Charles Davenport, engraved with a distinctive three-hilted sword.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
That's important. Doctor's note. 3 drops of lavender oil and chamomile infusion before sleep. Knock your ass out. Wintergreen to rub between palms and behind ears 3 times a day. If restlessness persists, use lemon. Trouble sleeping. Children Sam. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Gross. Psalms. Okay. Alright, the important thing. Unsent letter to Esther's sister. My dear sister, Chuckles is dead. I cannot tell right from left. I cannot tell which day it is or how long ago my child departed. My world has come undone. Nothing happened as it was supposed to. I could not attend the burial, the shame of it. How I have failed my dear husband. I just could not find the strength to leave the house and walk to the place where Charles died, there to see him buried. Lord, have mercy on us and guide our friends to us before it is too late. New Eden will not last much longer without my beloved husband to protect it. I do not have any words left in me, but I thought that you, who loved him so, should know of his passing.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Why could she not? Esther Davenport did not properly bid her husband farewell and now suffers for it.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Maybe. But there has to be more to it.
Well, I mean, he also didn't get to say farewell to her. A mutual thing.
Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right.
A chess piece. Bishop. It's a king? Okay. Precious king from a chess set protected by a glass dome. Okay, weird.
That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me. Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
No, he was hiding his hair loss.
There I am. There somewhere. Theological book from Charles' personal collection, Ortalitium Fidei, by Alfonso di Spina. Theological book, For Macarius by Johannes Nied. Okay. Charles' notes. None on this side of the water and few on the other know that I came to New Eden as a minister in order to pursue research into the New World on behalf of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, or the sort of human antagonist slash supporting members of Vampire, depending on which route you decided to go down. And what strangeness have I found? There are ghosts here, yes, old and innumerable, but they are quiet. I shall never say the word aloud, but I suspect there to be witches. If I find one, I shall very much like to ask her for her story. Then burn her. Old book from Charles' collection, Todfuller die Toten, by Balthasar Hans Freinhofer. Scribbled Bible verses. Job. When I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaints, then thou scarest me with dreams and terrifiest me through visions, that my soul chooseth strangling and death rather than my life. Then she comes to me in dreams, being nightmared, possibly.
Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
What that?
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something.
More of Chuckle's notes. What do all these dreams have in common? Are they the promise of a doomsday or a nightmare coming? Visions? Foreshadowing? Is someone behind this? Who is the real target and what caused this anger to burst forth? We need to know how it gets into our heads. Sleep no longer offers rest, and this cannot perdure. Perdure? Okay.
These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
Charles's ghost might give us answers. We should investigate the cemetery where he was found.
Charles was worried about the influence the threatening spirit had on the settler. Cemetery. Right, we're off. Yeah.
Are you leaving already?
We need to investigate the cemetery.
Go Red. Where are you? Red. Red. You'll find his own way out.
What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
you be alright?
I doubt it. But I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same.
Who are we asking in the cemetery?
Be careful.
Aye. You too.
Find the location of your next objective, open the map. Where to get to? Get there. I have to go behind the house I was in? Or maybe I can get through here? Well, the map seems to be directing me this way, so. Warning! Docks are closed for sabotage by fire. All trade to Boston, Marblehead, Salem, etc. is cut until the saboteur is caught. Sabotage. Oh, something shiny here. See some ghosties in there. Or will-o'-the-wisp.
A wisp. So close to town.
Is the cemetery boarded up? Cemetery sign. The cemetery is closed by order of the governor. Not anymore, it's not.
Where are you leading me?
Are you not supposed to follow wisps? Speedy one.
More of you? Call this a fight?
Oh, parries. Good shit. This parry's going well.
No one is safe here. Most of these people died fighting. Someone didn't want them here.
How are you able to tell that? Delicious fungus. That symbol. Enemies? As a banisher, you can feel places or objects that may have been marked by ghosts. When in close proximity to these elements, your Bane rings will be triggered and light up orange. Walk around to find the source. Okay. What kind of range does this thing have?
I've seen more graves here than I've met settlers. many dead in more recent years.
They're big birds. Tasty. I can drop down there, but I don't think that's where we're going. Really?
A memory lingers here. I might be able to reveal it.
Or the other ritual. Rituals. Memories of the dead linger here. To reveal them, you must gather the necessary resources. Alright, we don't have any candles. Seahorse candles can be found in the Harrows region or bought from merchants. Medium-sized plant with thin, long leaves and star-shaped flowers composed of 5 yellow petals. Goes close to water. Gotta find that.
If I mix the stones I found earlier with seashore candle, that might do it.
Where does one get? Sure. Alright, presumably we're going the way I was going before I decided to turn around. Ow, ow, ow. Right, there we go. Some more of it.
Pest.
Dead end. Some more pleather. Banishers perform rituals. The nature of the site determines which ritual should be performed. Performing a ritual consumes resources, even if you select the wrong thing. Get it right. Reveal the memories, you need to perform a hearkening ritual. Hearkening reveals an echo. This ritual helps one tune into a fading but persistent memory left by a lingering ghost through compelling words, carving, or drawing of the Leo constellation. A make manifest forces a ghost to appear. Using or knowing the tie that binds a ghost to the incarnate is generally necessary. Such a ritual may be channeled through compelling words, carving, or drawing of the Taurus constellation, and summon a scourge. Forces a scourge to appear, sustained through compelling words, carving, or drawing of the Aquila constellation. Aquarius. This ritual will force all types of scourges, harvesters, rage, sorrows, etc. to reveal themselves. Right, that's the one we want. Gotta draw the Leo constellation.
In each stain hides a story.
In the name of the Lord, I command you. Be gone from this place!
You do not command me, clergyman.
Who are you, ghost? Unveil yourself!
Well, since you ask so politely...
Who are you?
I am everything you've ever feared.
Be gone!
She have his wife's
You have no
face?
shell, no ties, no purpose.
No, but neither do you.
Oh, crushed his balls. Where you going, buddy? Ooh.
Damn it. That thing he faced. What was it?
Bibble. Charles's Bibble. Charles's Bibble, found half buried in the mud of the cemetery. It's opened at Joe, the thing he was writing down. When I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaints, then thou scares me with dreams. Yada yada yada. This tie is doused with the essence of Charles's ghost. For closure performed by Antea, the bond between the ghost and the world will be severed for good. Or evil.
The tie that...
Facing the terrifying entity threatening New Eden, Charles Davenport's heart gave out.
binds his ghost. With it, I can make him manifest. If I can find his grave.
Yeah, well, next step, find his grave. Oop. Zaps. Alright, this is the area with pyrite in it. So build your house here. In fact, this much pyrite around the area. You really shouldn't build anything here.
Everyone buried here died in 1677. A previous epidemic?
Now talk about epidemics, please. Vampire was about epidemics as well. Hi, Chuckles, which one is yours? There it is.
Huh. Here you are.
Charles's Bible, down from the snow and covered in mud. Seeing or knowing the tie that binds a ghost. Okay, it's this one.
Now is a good time for we old friends to talk. We've come too far, Red and I, not to see you one last time. Your pupil has become the master. If we fight, I'll beat you. Come on, Charles. Join me now. I know you're here. here. You know me, Ghost. I only wish to talk. Esther worries.
Seems a bit young to have been her master. Okay.
Here, at last. Oh, poor Esther. I'm so sorry, my friend. So sorry for us all.
What happened? What's going on here?
Sad to say, dear friend. I made a mistake. And it cost me my life. Is Red with you? There is no time to waste.
Do you know how this curse began?
What prompted it, I do not know. Nor do I know when. Many months ago, certainly. But I do know this. This nightmare chose New Eden for a reason.
So, a ghost.
This one is different. Implacable. Very clever. Many magnitudes more ferocious than a spectre, and just as relentless.
Why did you not wait for our help?
The threat was rising. Despair growing. There were so many dead, Antea. So much sickened flesh. So many afflicted souls. There was no more time.
Before you died, you investigated the curse. What did you learn?
That our enemy is
Fuck all.
deceptive and merciless. That we should not underestimate its power.
We?
I am dead, dearest Antea. But I am a Banisher yet. I may still teach you.
If I allow you, which I do not.
Antea, do not repeat my mistakes. If a nightmare curses New Eden, you need all the help you can get. Its presence felt strongest in the meeting house. Perhaps the light of God there forced it to fight its ground. I had the building closed. The worst of the malevolence is contained, but it won't stay locked up for long.
I thought nightmares were a myth.
A nightmare is the rarest of ghosts. A powerful, insidious spirit, birthed by tragedy most dreadful.
How do I banish it?
There is meager wisdom in the texts. What little there is says it cannot be banished at all.
Right.
If it's a ghost,
Well, I'm going home, so.
I can't banish it. You took notes, I suppose. Where might I find them?
They vanished. In the days before my death. Perhaps I mislaid them. Which is not like me. If you find them, read them carefully.
Are these collectibles?
Perhaps I missed something. Something important.
We'll banish it, Red and I. Our good friend's death shall not go unpunished.
Be warned. This nightmare is too angry to be persuaded. And too powerful to be destroyed.
Alright, I'm going home then.
Death pains us greatly. Your return pains me too.
I know. For my part, I'm glad to have seen you one last time. To have had the chance to warn you.
How did this nightmare kill you?
I believed that I could come to the cemetery and make it manifest. To my initial delight, it worked. I now suspect it came by choice. It seemed amused, as if it were a pleasant game to weigh my measure as a man.
What did it look like?
I don't know.
Oh, it did. It did look like his wife.
When it manifested, it appeared as Esther. My dear Esther. I did not see its true face, but I heard a woman. Not Esther, someone else. She was laughing. I felt her gaze. My heart froze. I died. The spirit of
That's when she
vengeance
crushed my
pure.
balls.
The ghost of one who was terribly wronged.
I've heard your warning. You can go.
No, I must remain. Esther needs my protection. My flock needs me too.
You know how this works. You know I won't allow that.
I am still myself, Antea. With time, I'll grow stronger. I can help you.
The longer you haunt Esther, the hungrier you'll be. You know this.
This is different. I'm the Reverend Charles Davenport.
Different
your
rules
friend
for the
and
church.
mentor. You know me. You know I am a good man.
I knew you. You were a good man. Now you are a ghost, and I cannot let that stand. But I swear it, the nightmare will end, and Red and I shall do the ending. Charles Davenport was a good man and a fine mentor.
And you a fine student, though you took a hard line. I never could unpick that from your character. Has life tempered you since?
Life has tempered my steel. Death and the manner of it has made you the very thing you once opposed. Goodbye, Charles. Peace on your soul. Remembrance on your...
Antea, wait.
Wait for what? We're banishers. Death to the dead.
This really hurts, actually.
Let Esther choose first.
Oh, Lord. Please don't ask me to do that.
Esther, my good wife, and the very best. I miss you so.
Oh, dear Lord. Charles, why are you here? Why have you come back? You must leave. Please.
I must stay. I must protect you. The thing in the meeting house feeds on our torment.
Well, you still being here is going to be really
I
tormenting.
know better now.
Antea, give Charlie the ascent he deserves.
Charles Davenport, you have no reason to stay. Go. Let Esther grieve in peace.
Wait, was she going to do it the evil way? It's a bit mean.
Save her, my friends. And save yourselves. Save them all.
I'll walk Esther home.
I'll do it. The women can talk.
Then all the way to the schoolhouse and make the bed. Charles is at rest now. Antea, she gave him the care he needed.
I thought Antea had two swords, but she actually has a torch. The bottom one. Weird.
My Charles. Where do you think he is now?
Oh hell.
He's... I don't know.
Definitely hell.
I miss the warmth of his hands. His calm presence in our house. If I close my eyes, I can picture him. He's in a place where sunlight chases the snow away. It is warm and there is fresh milk. The sheets are
Milk?
clean
Why?
and pressed and folded. Nothing can ever be the matter.
You're right. He's at peace. And you deserve to rest.
We're taking the shortcut that's behind her house instead. Now a quick brisk jog home. I mean, I appreciate that we're moving quicker, but also, would you really be doing this? Was this the locked door we couldn't get in last time? Am I allowed in, or is there gonna be... I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'll miss him dearly. Tomorrow, we'll continue investigating the curse.
The curse.
Good night, Esther.
I am glad you are here. Both of you. We need you.
How do I get out of here? Oh, it's locked. Yes, that was indeed the door that was already. Well, they've made improvements over Vampire since you don't have to load in and out of. Is Vampire a PS3 game? I don't think so. And so you still have to load in and out of buildings. I think it had a PS3 version. Might have been like a cross-generational thing. What is this music? Banishers techniques. As Banishers, we are no spiritual guides or inquisitors, we are ghost hunters for hire, specialized in sensitive crafters who train hard to protect the living through our rituals and knowledge about ghosts and specters. There are no cults, there is no hierarchy, nor established dogma among us. You have a master and apprentice, that's already a hierarchy. The most obvious reason why a Banisher becomes a Banisher is because he or she wants to protect the living from the dead. Whatever the reason... No. Want to protect the living from the dead, whatever the reason. We are efficient, adaptive, and versatile. Our community is sparse and nomadic, just like our predecessors were. We wander the world in search of living victims of the dead, cleansing haunting cases using techniques tried and trusted and honed by generations of masters and pupils, releasing or banishing the ghosts, rarely blaming the living. Rarely. Unlike puny sorcerers, we do not waste our time crafting enchanted rifles with the butt, barrel, and stock engraved with runes and other symbols of power for hunting specters or otherwise. Why wouldn't you? Who would wish to depend on a single weapon? Okay, so unlike sorcerers who use a gun, you use a sword, but you're still relying on it, but okay. Instead, we bring our Bane powder, prepared according to recipes handed down from generation to generation. So you rely on the powder instead of the gun. Okay, fine. Rendering any firearm capable of shooting and damaging a supernatural target, no matter what the ammunition, efficient, adaptive, versatile. No, you still need a gun. You're still relying on it. Our knowledge of alchemy and botany helps us selecting minerals and plants whose properties will support our work. We do not waste time in libraries or schoolrooms. No, but you had to learn how to make all of these things. But okay. We do not waste our time drawing, carving, engraving complex circles of power. No, it's just I just engraved some circles of power there to summon people. But yeah, okay. Kind of hypocritical, this whole book. As what we gain in power or nuance, we lose twice as much or more in time, risking putting ourselves and those around us in unnecessary danger. Instead, a clever banisher carries stamps in wood or metal, with which to mark a door, wall, or stone with the necessary symbol for the appropriate ritual. We also wear rings upon our fingers with these symbols, so we always have a range of powerful runes close at hand, as it were. Why don't you just tattoo them to yourselves, then? Then you would definitely... No, you can lose the rings. Thus we prevail, thus we fight, thus we send back the creeping dead. They're supposed to be. I don't know. I think you kind of wear the rings just because they look cool. Tattoos would have worked just as well. Hand paint. Seat? Seat, young Skywalker? It's him doing that.
We did the right thing. Charles was our friend.
I love you, Red McCraith.
But
Sex.
But when it comes to ghosts, your heart makes you reckless. It's dangerous.
were you really about to banish Charles?
That wasn't Charles. That was the ghost of Charles.
Charles Davenport. Our oldest friend, the man who brought us together.
Our friend is dead. His ghost was a danger to his wife. Ghosts only bring misery, Red. Make no mistake, they steal life's essence from the living.
Aye. They don't always do it out of malice. Give them that.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't.
A ghost may suffer too. A sin puts a gentler end to it.
But not a safer one. Better to banish and be sure.
Would you banish me? If it came to it?
Do you love me if I was a
You won't
worm?
escape me so easy. You I would bring back from the dead.
That's not funny.
I'd fill you with fresh essence. I'd give you so much essence you'd return bloated with life.
Steal essence from the living to feed my ghost. You wouldn't.
You wouldn't. Then I'd kill you again.
I would. Then I'd kill you again for dying before I do.
Sometimes you scare me.
I know.
Do you think Charles was right? This thing in the meeting house could be what did he call it? A nightmare?
Daymare.
I really hope not. Such entities are legendary ghosts, even for banishers. We'll see tomorrow. Now, to sleep. This was a dreadful day.
Sleep with your boots on. And all these belts and shit that he's got. I'm just gonna sleep with all that shit on. That's to be the little spoon.
Poor Charles.
Poor Esther.
Aye, poor Esther.
Now we're having daymares.
Antea,
Misses.
she took her firebane. She says I'm the reckless one.
Oh, change character. Don't have a cool cape
Where are
anymore.
you?
You know where she is, Red.
Sorry.
That's creepy looking. Well, that's where we're going. That was a good framing there on that shot. It was really good, really nice.
Who's there? Antea?
There's nobody around.
Why would you go up there alone?
She also had a daymare.
I'm hoping. Antea?
Lads.
Don't suppose you spectres have seen Antea, have you?
I think if they had, they'd be dead, right? Ghosty.
You're the boss and all, but you could have included me.
Alpha Centauri. Oh, that shit. What were you protecting? That, and some of this.
See how they run, see how they run. Run, red, run. See how they run, red. Run, red, run. Three blind mice. See how they run, see how they...
Gasp.
Antea?
Blind. All blind. Oh, Red, can't you see? We never stood a chance.
Antea, you hurt? Where are you?
Oh, she's been there the whole time.
I'm here, my love. What happened?
I'm here, my love. How mundane.
Show yourself.
God came to the man in a dream and said, "Behold, thou art dead." But the man had done nothing wrong and said,
Lord, wilt thou also slay the righteous?
What?
Oops. You're not Antea.
"Will you slay the righteous?"
Be not alarmed. I bring you aid.
There is no aid. There is only dereliction.
Where's Antea? What have you done with her? Hell's balls. Lady, if you hurt her...
You cling to love, a fool to the last. There is no love. There is only defilement.
Ow, 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 ow. Your finger out of there. Put it somewhere else.
No.
Well, I mean, some people don't like hearing no, but this is a bit extreme. Ow, 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 ow.
Antea!
Okay, bouse.
You will suffer like I do.
But I don't want to.
We are not your enemy.
Ow. Wow, that did fuck all. Oh, there's two of them. Great. Yep. There's three of them?
Betrayer! I believe you failed again!
We are not your enemy.
Ugh. Oh, come on. Dodge is so slow.
You too will be consumed!
There's no need to fight.
Sake. You the real one, at least? did not have much of a choice there. Ugh.
Where's Anthea? If you laid a finger on her...
You what? Come to her aid? There is no aid. There is only
Yeah, hers was the first time.
retribution.
Give him back.
How touching. You come to claim your man. You think you love him. You do not. There, in the dark of your marrow, there is no love. Only betrayal. I offer you a trade. He stays and you leave with your life.
I'll bargain with no ghost.
You have a brain, yet you think with your idiot heart. You're weak.
Ugh. She did that to me like 8 times. It was fine. I got back up.
Will you come to her aid now when all is lost?
Ugh.
If you do, I'll be waiting.
The icy ocean made a diamond from his grief, then buried it in his heart. The weight of his failure dragged him down.
Sure, it's the weight of these giant boots I have on.
Outside time, drowning in the gloom, he spoke her name. Take me instead, he screamed, soundless, to the cold and silent waters. Out beyond the black veil of death, something heard his cries and reached for him.
Cthulhu?
Let her go. Take me instead. Let her go!
Ah, you're awake.
Who are you?
She who rescued you. Tended you for days on end.
Ace.
Weeks, maybe.
We? Oh, God. What have I done?
Get your strength back before you beat yourself up.
She's dead.
Hey, I've been wearing all this for a week. Weeks,
Yes.
plural.
That's why you're here. And why I was sent to look after you.
Who are you? I feel like we've met, but I'm sure we have not. I feel like I know you forever, but do I?
You're confused. It's normal. You've been near killed by a nightmare. You've lost your beloved.
Near-
and now you've
near
been witched
killed?
by your sick bed.
He's almost
Wait.
dead.
Witch. I go by Seeker. Find the Banisher, said my mistress. Tend him, and answer any questions he asks you before you leave him be. So, How do you feel?
But you were supposed to answer my
Does it
questions.
matter?
Of course it matters. Means you're alive, and you haven't given up.
Was sent here.
Who sent you?
Her name is Ceridian, and my hands and words are hers. Beyond that, don't burden yourself.
Ceridian. This little seeker who asked you to find me, is she Scots or something?
It's Ceridian. She's too old to be from anywhere in particular, and while yes, I found you, she told me where to look.
This nightmare. How it spoke. How it tore right through her. I've never seen the like of it.
Few have. Fewer have lived to tell of it.
What drew such a powerful spirit here?
Who knows?
The wonderful savings.
Something awful.
The
I
great
don't
real
doubt.
estate. The views.
The worst angers rise from the most terrible wrongs. A friend said that. He was trying to warn us.
An immutable law. You have wise friends.
What am I to do now? How do I do it alone?
You're not alone. Have faith.
Okay.
If Ceridian had
That's
told me
a
more,
weird
I'd
thing
tell
for a
you.
witch to say.
But you must have faith.
This isn't what I wanted. I never asked for this.
This is what I wanted. Not like this. Not without her.
No one gets what they want. You get what comes. And if you survive, you get changed by it. You've a hole in you. A yawning, grimacing pit in your soul. That's
And
love,
one in
that
my
is.
ass.
The hole won't fill because the love won't die.
God, what have I done?
Here's the thing. Unlike most, you get a second chance. I suggest you seize it.
I figure the answer to both of these is the same thing. It's Ceridian sent me.
Why'd you pull me from the water? What's your business with me?
I have no business with you,
Hey,
but my mistress does. Ceridian says the wall between the living and the dead is under threat. You, it seems, have a part to play. This is mine.
You've lost me.
No, I found you,
yes.
but so did your grief. And it demands to be felt. You may think you're done with your ghosts,
Put her
Robin
hands.
Craith, but they aren't done with you.
You know my name.
I'll go now. Rest. Why ever my mistress saved you, she has good reasons. The best.
Where are you going?
Home. To Ceridian. She needs me.
Where shall I find you if, or when I need to?
Maya Marshes. Great big swamps other side of the woods. You can't miss them. We'll know when you're coming.
Till we meet again then.
That's right, Banisher.
That's a good trick.
Now, turn around.
What?
I'm leaving.
Get it. Wait, did she walk into the cave?
The hell?
That's a better trick. Oh yeah, we don't have weapons with runes on them or anything. I saw the fucking design on that sword. Find your way. Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that. Can't even fucking do that in real life. Expect me to do it in this? On the origins of Banishers. Xorizon, an exorcism, from the old Greek root alamon, a wanderer, to the Latin exulo, an exiler, to the Frankish banyan, an exiler or banisher. Wandering exiler or the banisher in ancient Greece was there the Metrogarts, cult of wandering beggar priests, from Place to place went they, singing songs and banging drums that the spirits of the dead be calmed or set free or exiled. This they did in honor of the long dead, Thracian magician Orpheus, he whose love for Eurydice was so powerful that he followed her through the land of the dead and into the abyss, won her freedom and near brought her back, and then he fucked it up by looking. As the world grew, so too did the knowledge of these sons and daughters of Orpheus, but some did not embrace the new wisdom. They learned not and remained forever beggar priests. Through shapes and patterns seen and heard from antiquity to modern times, these wanderers used the hidden laws of the universe to open the gates and send the spirits of the dead away to serve the living. The Banishers destroy them. They know little. They have forgotten their parentage. They have lost touch with we who see the colors and the shades of all the light and all the dark, good and bad in everything, living and dead. Banishers have their uses, yes, as a hammer has its use when driven a nail must be. A hammer does not care about the plank or the nail, nor does it understand it is made of the same wood and iron. Banishers know nothing of the hem, for they are not and might never be one of us. They do not stand between the world of women and men and everlasting darkness. They do not minister to the dead so that the living may live. They do not know, for they are not witches. They are yet the children of Orpheus, and they do not look back. Orpheus did look back, though. That was the problem. That's when he fucked up. Seeker's message. Banisher, if you read this, it means that 1. You have enough brain to know your alphabet. 2. You have not resisted going through what I left behind. 3. You may take whatever you deem useful, since my mistress wants you to live. We shall meet soon enough until they'll be well, Seeker. Yeah, well, I went rummaging. What do you want from me? Okay, I guess this is how she got away.
I don't know what this is, but I'm staying away from it.
Fast travel spot. More leather. Everybody loves leather.
Where am I?
And walk into the sea. Nope, Red can't swim. Not yellow paint, it is yellow fungus. That count? Does that make the gamers angry? Or is yellow fungus okay? All on a pretty fair distance, although I can't see where the church is. Who's going around lighting all these torches? We know who lit the pale fire ones, but who's lighting these ones? Oh, fishy.
Damn it. What am I doing here?
A windy path or a windy path. Either, I guess. This. That, I think, is too high. Probably won't be able to climb it. No. There's no yellow fungus. So I'm not allowed to climb that bit. wolves? Enemy wolves?
God, fella, now's not the time.
Enemy wolves. What up, lads? Threat indicator. The threat indicator points to enemies that are out of sight. Different colors indicate different behaviors. Red is an incoming attack, orange is an incoming projectile, green is an incoming possession. Okay, that's new.
Come on, you mongrels!
What in the hell am I doing?
Beating up doggies. How I'm stripping leather off the dog. Who knows? Don't ask. I can imagine dog leather is particularly great. I wonder if the threat indicator was added because they didn't want to bother implementing off-screen enemy AI. A lot of games, if an enemy isn't on screen, their AI is usually reduced.
Am I the last bloody living soul here?
So that they are less aggressive. Not that they're not aggressive, they're just less aggressive if they're not visible. A lot of the time, not always. Climby one? Or a scooch? No, this is a climby one. An alfalfa wolf? Ow. Okay. Banish is not an instant kill, it's just heavy damage. I warned ye? Didn't I warn ye?
Away with you!
I thought we were tired because we haven't eaten it in weeks.
What is happening? What?
What?
Antea?
It's like while I put this burning fucking torch on my back. Okay, he's way up there. Not allowed in there. He's way this way. No, the game wants me to go that way, so let's try going this way. Corpsey. There was just stuff up here. Nothing important. Okay, he climbs down. He doesn't go, hey, yep. You're dead.
Oh, there! Antea! Oh, God. This isn't happening. This can't be happening.
Why can't it be happening? She's a ghost. This is kind of common in your line of work.
Antea! Call me to you!
Me to you. That's a way to. That's a way to say it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry! I'm here! Lead me to you! Spectres. Here.
Spectres.
Are you there?
You're cold because you were in the fucking waterfall. Get out of the waterfall. Yeah, misses.
Right here. My love. Right here.
Bleh.
Tis you. No!
How are you touching a ghost?
I have you.
You have me.
Come.
Isn't she not the real Antea or something? Isn't that what she was saying? She's just the ghost of her?
No, don't go.
I'm here. Follow.
Follow me.
Where are you going?
Over here.
Just slow down. I don't know how to get there. Actually, I don't think there's any way for me to get there.
I have you.
I'm right here. Where are you?
Gotta find a corpse.
Where have you gone? Antea!
Back to the pale fire. Gonna bump into the Vivitch. There's a question mark on our compass now.
You seem weak. You need rest.
I feel hollow.
Oh, that's being a ghost. He's pretty good at that.
Do not be troubled.
How could I not be? To have lost you and found you like this. And you're hungry.
That's one way to say it. Yes.
What can I do?
Well,
Charles's Bible. The tie that bound his ghost.
what, you want to eat it? You want to read it?
Some essence remains upon it. For now, it will do me. I needed this. I feel better.
Look at you. At us.
I know.
They're not supposed to be doing this.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're back. Truly.
Don't look it.
The living should not truck with the dead. I've known that since childhood. I learned the hard way.
You never told me this. What happened?
What
It was
happened?
a lifetime ago. For now, it doesn't matter.
How are you feeling?
Awful.
And with a few more words?
Angry. Frustrated. Useless. We should talk about what happened. After the meeting house, I mean.
Oh, I don't know. I got dropped in the ocean. I don't remember anything.
After the nightmare killed you, she held me a moment longer. She mocked me. And she let me fall. I waited for the rocks to claim me, but instead I hit the sea. Part of me wished to embrace it.
I think I felt you at this point. I remember the despair in your voice.
I called to you for a long time. Struggled in the waves till the tide brought me ashore. I woke up in a cave. Been rescued by a young woman named Seeker.
Another woman?
A witch's apprentice.
How dare you?
She was proud to tell me that. Her mistress had sent her to take care of me.
Witches rarely show themselves. Intriguing that one would help us.
Us? No, me.
I think we should go back to New Eden Town.
I agree. To free me, I believe we must reclaim my body.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
I refuse.
I meant to do the rest of the game.
I'll not abide it.
I'm so sorry, my love. How can I help?
I'm a ghost. You're a banisher.
I'll not banish you.
Not banish ye.
Cannot untear. So you die. You can't ask that of me.
If that's what I wanted, you'd have no choice.
But you don't wish it, do you?
Not before I've had my revenge. Not before I've seen the nightmare defeated. By you and me both.
In the schoolhouse, he joked about bringing me back to life. Is that possible?
Yes. The ritual of lesser palingenesis. It's extremely difficult. Highly dangerous.
I could try, right? You'd teach me, and I'd bring you back.
Red. It's an ancient ritual. It requires power. It consumes essence in large quantities. We're talking about human sacrifice. Murder.
I'm sure we could find somebody who deserved it.
We could consider it. I mean, if there's the slightest chance
Consider
I'll bring you back.
murder? if you will.
It's a dark ritual, Red. It's tempting, and that's dangerous. To think of being back in your arms. I'm tempted too.
Could I give you your assent?
That would be the simplest solution, but not the easiest.
Why?
My body is my tie, and the nightmare still holds it.
In the meeting house, but before she let me fall, I swear she dared me to come back.
She's as devious as she is powerful. She won't just hand it over.
Then what shall we do?
Be fairly decayed at this point, though, right?
To New Eden Town.
It's been weeks.
We must first learn more about our enemy.
Charles said nightmares don't appear without good reason.
Yes. We have a mystery to solve. Witches to meet. People to find and questions to ask. And then you'll help me go. One way or another.
I will. I swear it, Mother.
Rest. You need it. I'll stay close.
So, how does ghost sex work? Taya can allow Red to see the world from the other side of the veil and uncover ethereal elements such as spectral stains or webs. In combat, Antea can deal increased damage to possessed corpses. The Unveil manifestation has been unlocked after the consumption of the essence soaking Charles's tie. Alright, so we've got a new skill. Then what happened? Each enemy hit by a light attack increases the damage of light attacks by 10%. This effect can be accumulated, sits on hit, or banishing an enemy increases the damage of the next heavy attack by 200%. Kind of feel like I do light attacks way more often than not. Maximum decoction charges, alright, that's more healing. Fourth light attack triggers a punch attack that ignores resistance. Fun. Banish. Banish points gain. Sorry, banish? But no. Banish points gains are increased by 20%, but banish damage is reduced. Okay, or charged heavy attack triggers an area of effect. Maybe. I feel I like this one, where light attacks just get stronger. As long as you don't get hit. Like, oh, so boring. Wake up already. Upgrade your equipment. Shelters allow you to upgrade your equipment via the inventory menu. Sorry. Some upgrades. Upgrade your equipment. Upgrading your equipment improves their bonuses but requires resources. You can access the upgrade menu by hovering. Okay. We can upgrade our outfit. That means we can upgrade our decoction, which is our health, our bane ring. That's just our inventory. Okay, so melee attack damage is increased, or damage taken is reduced. They are effectively the same thing. Damage taken is reduced again. 2 damage taken is reduced, and a melee attack damage is increased. Doesn't say what we need. But that much well of Chevrolet. Now it's a common Red's clothes. Common Red's clothes. Legendary Red's clothes. What is it? Common, enhanced, rare, remarkable, pristine, relic. Right, we need Scourge Accretion, which is probably like a boss. Red's clothes. Overworn clothes made of the warmest wool of Scottish sheep. Standing a little too close, you may smell the faint scent of fodder, smoke, and manure. Antaea's strength. Actually called Antaea's strength. A decoction of different species of holly used by Banishers to increase ardor in their fights against spectres. Antaea learned of this specific blend during her investigation of a haunted corsair ship in the Kasbah of the Udaeus. Leather and chevron. Translucent fibers for the next one. Don't have. Bane ring. Red's first Bane ring. Red's first Bane ring, crafted for him by Charles Davenport, allowing him to interact with the invisible. Worn leather covering the inside of the ring serves as protection against the necrosis of the flesh. Long-term side effect of banishing spirits. Lilac. Don't have enough. More Scourge Accretion, and we haven't come across Green Hellebore yet. Done. Then we're going to get a gun at some point. Amulet, wristband, brooch. Spectral dust, which we could possibly get more of. Small hole drills along the blade are speed holes and they make it go faster. Along the blade can hold Bane powder. The Firebane's mechanism is triggered. It prompts a fast and ruthless ignition dangerous to ghosts. This specific blade was made from the remains of a shorter one, engraved with the crest of the MacWraith clan and the name Aoife. Aoife MacWraith? At that. Good.
On to New Eden, whichever way it lies. We'll need provisions, going for the basics.
We'll manage. Together. What the hell happened here?
Oh. Read this first.
Well, if you're gonna play with salt circles, you better get them right, lad.
Missed the spot. It's pretty uneven as well. And here. Amateur hour. Demonologist's note 1, 14th September. During one of our explorations of these new lands on which we first set foot many years ago, Angarad and I discovered a new place, a special place, a cave hidden behind a waterfall where none would find it. I don't know. Like the first place you'd look for one, but anyway. Strange feeling of lightness drew us to it, as though the veil between the incarnate and the invisible was as thin as the finest French silk. The chamber emanated the power of the other world. Surely we thought this was a fine place for ritual experimentation. The cave was larger than we had at first thought, containing a multitude of galleries. Angarad and I decided to take young Shelley along with us to continue our exploration. Pleasant but ungifted, his father insisted that he train with experienced occultists. What a surprise it was when we found the mushrooms we needed for our rituals growing on the walls. We set about collecting them while I drew the symbols and prepared the rituals. We felt our powers magnified tenfold. Pages missing. 18th September. The cave is vast and dangerous. I heard whispers in the darkness. Something watches us. Neither Belden nor Shelley can hear them, or so they say, but something lurks, I'm sure of it. Perhaps I am wrong. Perhaps the fever I had some weeks ago yet lingers. Last night I caught young Shelley watching us sleep. He was talking to himself. It was unnerving.
I see no bodies. Maybe the wolves took him.
Can you not see the symbols on the wall?
Oh.
No.
Take my hand. I want to try something.
I suppose. Holding hands. Scandalous.
Oh. Is that possible through our brains?
Is to connect the invisible
Da-da-da-da.
through this bond. What I see, I bestow on you.
What are we looking at?
Are those webs made of spectral stains?
Let me.
Spectral spectral web. Press X to remove spectral webs and reveal shrouded objects or places.
All these years, the things we must have missed.
Thanks for the follow,
The dead
Freya.
hide more from the living than we thought. This is going to be helpful.
Key to occultist equipment. You just do that whenever I want it? Well, I can't. Okay, the ship and chains, maybe? Sure about that one? Lanterns, possibly?
Is it just me or?
I felt it too.
Hidden spectral sources. As a ghost, Antea can unveil and interact with hidden spectral elements. When in close proximity to these elements, your bane rings will be triggered and light up with a blue aura. Kind of green to me, but okay. Use the button to switch. There it is. Hidden chest that contained nothing of value. There's like a lot of effort to go to just to hide some money. Not even that much money. Wolfie. Ow. It was a
We
possessed
can fight
Wolfie.
them together.
So I want to perform a punch. Deals more damage to possessed corpses. Attacking with Antea consumes spirit points. They are regenerated by Red's attacks. Okay. Oh, will you target the dog? Thank you.
I have to do this myself.
We did it.
We did. Thank you.
I wasn't much use.
You punch
Yeah.
those dogs pretty good.
You get better. Things will get better.
Corpses. Got a Riddler trophy over our head somewhere. I climb back up from here. Should be able to. Now these guys don't live long enough for me to get the fourth attack out. Knowledge is note 2. A weight sits on my chest, the cave roof looms over me like a colossus. It is not like me, I will explore the cavernous depths. Angarad disagrees, fearing a fall into a crevice or some other fatal mishap. I reassured him that I am an experienced and capable explorer, as my father before me. Shelley wishes to join the party. I don't trust the boy, I don't like the way he looks at me. He wishes to follow me into the depths of something inside me screams no. Page is missing. I sicken, my organs burn. That page is kind of that sounds important. I sicken, my organs burn, my blood withers, I will die. Such is the price of knowledge, we occultists say. But I regret. I had known what suffering awaited, I would have turned us back, doused us in the icy waterfall, and left, burying the cave deep in my memory. May the demonic effluvia from our rituals take them all.
They always end up mucking around with black magic. Always.
Damn kids these days, always mucking about with black magic. And the occultist equipment? What do they have? Spiritual necklace. Cannot change your equipment in this context, whatever that means. Guess I have to wait until I can sit down, even though it's just a fucking necklace. I could just put it on. Okay, and now, yeah, alright. So the path branched. Back to where we were. Yes? Hell was that? Why? Why is there just a bit of leather hidden back there?
That spectre. It's heading for that corpse.
How'd you do it? Ah, you did it. Possesses and interruptions. Spectres may attempt to possess corpses. You can interrupt possession by attacking the spectre before it reaches us. I don't think I had a chance there, honestly.
Think I used to count my wolf kills on one hand.
Spectre heading for that corpse.
No, too late. Alright, let me kill this one, so. Where'd he go? It's the same one. Oops.
I'm right here, you know.
The whole region's crawling with spectres. It's not just New Edentown. What happened here for the veil to be so thin?
War, invasion, or colonization of a land that's vulnerable to haunting.
Always got them colonials. Never know when to leave it alone.
I like a bit of rabbit, but these are off.
That'll be why the wolves haven't eaten them.
Come back here.
Hunting gear. Perhaps our trappers are nearby.
You took yourself up there very fast.
That might take some getting used to, for both of us.
Yeah, but now that you're up there, can you pick up the thing that was there? Oh yeah, now I can't get up there. It's bullshit. But I don't think she can interact with things unless I'm nearby. By nearby, I mean like literally standing beside her.
Altea, will people be able to tell that I'm haunted?
Perhaps, if they had talent or training.
What if someone sees you?
Unlikely. If they had talent or training, they wouldn't have needed us Banishers.
It's gonna decimate this whole landscape of its ecology, steal everything. Steal all the plants.
What happened to the trappers around here?
The woods are swarmed with specters. Hopefully, they left.
Did they though? They didn't. Or this guy's been here a while. Blaming the living. Never trust a banisher, for even their name is a lie. Banishers are not the helpful agents trying to protect the rightful from the devil. They do not ban the evil spirits back to hell, no. They make use of the most insidious and nefarious magic. Have you ever looked at their hands and forearms, decaying from the corruption of their black art? Called tattoos, but okay. Have you ever read the despicable symbols they carve on the rings they always wear? Banishers are not different from any sorcerer, witch, or devil worshipper. They lie to the face of the just. They do not ban the evil. They subdue and tame the immortal soul, tainted or pure, dead or alive. Through their fancy words, they transvestise the truth of the Lord. Okay. Essence, they say, and residue, and spectral stains, and releasing and closing. Lies, lies, lies. Do you know what they call a blame? It's when they steal the soul of the rightful before enslaving it for one of their many sinful activities. Never trust a banisher, since each time you make a deal with one of them, you may be the next they deprive of their eternal soul. If they decide to blame you, capital B, for any reason they choose. From naming the enemy by Fear God Waterbury. Okay, good name. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Loading scooch. Is it a loading scooch? Or is it a slow down, we need to load more in? Scooch.
These witches you mentioned must know something about the nightmare.
Aye, but can we trust them?
Witches only involve themselves with people if they absolutely have to. Yours must have good reason.
It's necessary for the plot. That is their good reason.
I think I see a crossing. Over there.
Signs of civilization. Lucky me.
Surely the hunters and trappers and such were signs of civilization, no?
Nice place. Wolves and spectres aside.
Don't you have wolves and spectres in the Highlands?
Aye, but ours have the courtesy of letting me catch my breath between fights.
Many wolves in the Highlands anymore. I got driven off. Blocked path. Come back here later for the story. You don't have the required manifestation to unlock this path for now. Such obstacles are marked on your map and compass, so you can come back later to unveil their secret.
Creeping ivy.
I always hated these sap-thirsty spectres.
See. Guess you attack this and that goes away, probably. Sure, we'll find out in like 2 hours from now or something. I mean, it's a crossing, but can we use it?
Bad news. The bridge is out.
The bridge is out.
Find another road to New Eden.
I can make that jump.
See stains, but not the usual kind.
Yellow paint over there.
There's a pattern to them. Don't you see it? It calls to me.
Guess. where the thing went off. That's where I climbed up.
Up and down we go.
Those stains. I could have grasped at them had I been stronger. It's hard to think clearly. The hunger is back and it's growing fast.
Already? Right, let's find something to sustain you.
Where do I go? That's the way the game actually wants me to go. Go this way then.
I have strong ankles, but at this height, I'm gonna make it.
Okay, we're not going that way. So why can't she feed, I guess, on red? Hello, obvious trap. Am I about to walk into an obvious trap? I think so. Hey, buddy!
This isn't over yet.
It's the lads. Ow.
One less to worry about.
Okay. What's the point of this? I don't know. I mean, we know we get the guy gets a firearm at some point, so we must be able to shoot it. Maybe Antea gets a fucking Hadoken?
There's someone inside. Someone tainted.
Someone's taint.
Quick mist. Spun by a ghost after a violent death.
Banisher rule number 8. Don't get lost in quick mist, lest the spectres get you.
Wise, but I see no other way. A ghost made this, and we need to find out whose.
Alright, well, here's the thing that's keeping us locked in. Alright, this seems to be leading to all sorts of different places, so let's go do the story thing and then we'll see what this is about. Loops around the way we were going to go anyway. Dead?
Ben, you're back.
Not Ben.
Beg pardon. Thought you was someone else.
The flies.
You hungry, friend? The stew is thin enough, but I'd be glad to share.
It's just brown and water. Good.
Kind of you to offer, lad. But no, thank you.
I don't want to eat it though. Come
Been a
on.
while since I've seen another human's face. You come from camp? You a hunter?
Of sorts.
Of sorts.
Ah!
Red McCraith. I'm a banisher.
Like in the stories. Jacob Lind. I'm a trapper. That's a real job.
Like. Oh. What you doing here?
What are you doing here? Had you nowhere safer?
The woods are kind to them as knows 'em. We hunt here. When we get pelts and meat, we trade in New Eden. But game's been scarce. We've naught to trade, so we wait. When even the wolves are starving, you know it's going to be a bad winter.
Yeah, it's not winter though.
Winter? This is June.
Is it? Could have sworn it was... I'm sorry. On my own, I lose track of time.
And with your friend?
Oh. You met Ben, did you? He was just here, he was. Just here.
Bet he was.
You're exhausted. Unsurprising given how tainted are these woods. Are you sleeping?
I don't like sleeping. I see things. Bright eyes in the leaves. What does tainted mean?
Marked by ghosts. Haunted. Tell me of your nightmares.
One nightmare. Always the same one. Ben has it too.
Would you care to share them?
No! No! It's a nightmare. Nothing more.
If you're both having them, Chief, there's gonna be a lot more to it.
Who's Ben? Another trapper?
Aye, the best of them. Taught me all I know. He's out now, but he'll be back.
When is he gone? The bridge is down.
The bridge is out.
As down can be. Can't cross. Bad things lurk in the shadows. They scent flesh. Game's low. Game's low and Ben's gone. He'll find game, he will. I know it.
How long's he been gone?
Where did you meet Ben?
We found each other. Brothers in spirit, he said. He's been good to me. Too good.
Is he being on the nose when he says
Why?
brothers in spirit?
He's important to you.
Aye. And me to him.
Are ye lads being gay out here in the woods?
What lurks in the shadows? Is that what keeps you here?
That... and the fog. Can't hunt if you can't see. Ben shoots better than me. Knows the woods better too. I'd only slow him. Only slow him.
Is that what he
He's
said?
lost his nerve, or a ghost has taken it from him.
Get some rest, Jacob. You need it.
If you see Ben, tell him I'm thinking of him. Tall lad, even when he's lying down. Can't miss him.
This explains the quick mist.
Was it? He's haunted? You've started your first haunting case. No, we haven't. This is our second one. Anyway, I must investigate the ghost that haunts Jacob Lind. Use the or open the thing to do the thing. Got it. Okay. Haggard young trapper Jacob Lind seems beaten, stranded, starving in the woods, assailed with nightmares. His isolation seems to have driven him mad. Jacob Lind's friend Benedict Stoughton brings him food. Allegedly. In the dank woods.
Do you sleep here, Jacob?
Ben sleeps here. I don't sleep.
Sleeps on the maggots?
There are maggots in the bed.
How long has Ben been dead, I wonder?
Your meat's turning, friend.
Food is scarce. We might do.
Whatever haunts the boy spawns maggots. We should talk to this Ben fellow.
Gotta find this Ben fellow.
Are these Ben's things?
Most of them. Not the rope. You can have it if you want.
Boink.
Kind of you. Thank you.
By now, this sturdy rope is mainly used to descend safely from dangerous cliffs. Well, now we don't have to shatter our ankles going down that last one.
Ben went out without a gun.
We're trappers, not hunters. We had the gun for safety, but it got damp. Done work.
Doesn't it work? See anything? Front markings. How many days have they been here? Assume these are days. 5, 10, 15. 60, 25, 70, 75. 8, no. Fuck. I lost count. Somewhere between 75 and 80. Anything beside him? Jacob's Bible, Genesis. And God blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, I only like you guys. Everyone else can drown. Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth, and don't worry about incest or anything. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, upon all the fishes of the sea. Not the crustaceans, though. They're fine. Into your hand are they delivered. Only upon every beast of the earth, so insects don't fear you. Okay. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Okay, never mind. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. Flesh with the life thereof, is the blood thereof shall ye not eat. What does that mean? Don't eat people? Yes. Surely your blood of your lives will I require, at the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother, will I require the life of man. This isn't a great deal, you know. I could just fucking drowned instead. Whoso sheddeth man's blood by man, shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God made he man. Right. Some tautology stuff going on in there. Alright, well, I'll find Benjamin.
He's so confused. I doubt he knows what year it is. What happened to him?
Maybe his mate abandoned him.
Fire chest. Spectral dust and a lot of witches' stones. Now I have triggered an enemy. Okay. Whatever witch stone is, I have some of it.
Either Ben was lost in the mist, or he's the source of it.
I wonder would we have got the same message if I had come here later? Right. Well, this is descend and don't get killed. Rope.
I do love a drop into the deep unknown. Can't see further than the end of my arm down there.
Don't worry. It'll affect your other senses too.
Oh, great. Thanks. Does that affect your senses?
This quick mist is thicker than a Scotch dragoon. It smells almost as bad. Wait, That's better. And a little terrifying.
Okay, she can see
I see fine.
better. Not let go that way. For arbitrary reasons. Yes, because red can't see us. You can't climb down. Anything else? Something's triggered her rings anyway. Allowed in there. Actually. No, not allowed in there. Okay.
Do you see that? It looks like the fog is coming from those odd-looking stalagmites. Hold on. I think I can rid us of the quick mist.
How?
Well, I'm partly made of the same stuff.
Are you just gonna eat it? Delicious? Oh, they're not pleased about that.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that would happen.
Got away with it. Let's find what caused it.
You mean, let's find out who died?
It's not what I was going for, but yeah, sure.
Traces of a struggle.
An echo hangs on it.
An ego?
Through a single point passes an infinity of paths.
Lads?
I can't do it no more.
On your feet, Lind. We don't give up.
I do.
I've had enough.
I give up a lot.
There's no way up. There's no way down. For days we've eaten nothing but boiled shoe leather.
Delicious.
I'm done.
We don't give up.
Leave me be.
God be damned, I'm sick of carrying you!
What are you doing? Don't hurt me. I hate you. I hate you!
Ben died in the fall.
And now his maggoty ghost is back to haunt the friend who pushed him.
Is Jacob delusional? Did he really forget what he did?
Maybe his guilt got the better of his reason. We need to find the body, if the wolves haven't gotten there first.
I mean, they definitely have, right? There's basically nothing to eat in here. Okay, let's head back to that cave we weren't allowed in. We should be allowed into it now. Scooch, 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 scooch.
Something's nearby.
Where is it?
Where is the ring? Fuck! I keep fucking forgetting the button. Alright, let's go find Benjamin. Been washed downstream and evidently did not survive the fall. Surprised we haven't come across another, like, campfire. Or maybe we have and I missed it. Oh wait, does this lead up to the bridge? No, we can't. I mean, it kind of does, but that's not what I meant. The hell are you? Okay. Figure out how to get to that. And climb up this way, because I think we need to set the rope at the top before we can climb up. Oh, wait. See something, apparently. This dead guy.
Oh, a shite on a short stick.
There he is. Been dead that long either.
Lad's been torn to pieces. No, wait. He's been carved with a knife. For his meat.
Oh, even worse. Oh.
Still no tie. At Jacob's hovel, perhaps?
See anything on him? So he's
Jacob was eating meat.
eating meat?
Jacob was eating Ben.
Poor, desperate, starving boys.
Sometimes you must do what it takes to survive.
That's why he was reading about cannibalism. So he stripped the arm of meat? Is that what we're looking at? He's held off eating it as long as he can because it's starting to turn. Okay, so what have we learned? Jacob Lind killed and ate his companion Benedict Stoughton. Benedict. Ghost spawns maggots in Jacob Lind's hovel, that's all we know. Him. Still, I wonder why they were stuck in the mist in the first place. The mist is supposed to have been spawned because of the death, but those guys were just wandering? Seemed like they were lost in the first place. What? Why did he say that? Why didn't she have anything to say back?
Once more with feeling.
Punch him good. She definitely needs more attacks. Punching is kind of boring. She doesn't have a heavy attack. Also quite weak. Even if she allegedly does more damage to possessed enemies, I think this.
Let's look for our tie while Jacob's outside.
I think the sword would probably eclipse damage currently. Breaking some shit, Jacob. Don't worry about me. This is obviously the important thing.
Poor lad.
His food is the meat of the matter.
I tell you, that's horrible. Never heard a worse pun. I like it.
Right. It's a good thing we didn't take it so. Bowl and spoon. A hand-whittled wooden bowl and spoon used by Jacob Lynn. This tie is doused with the essence of its ghost. Its closure has severed the ghost's bond to the world. This essence will be automatically consumed by Antaeid.
I think I found our tie. How did I not notice it before?
There were so many spectral stains, it's a wonder we found it at all.
So
come on, let's talk to...
We need to go back to the corpse. Let's fixate on Jacob's bowl and spoon because that's what he's going to eat, I imagine.
Ben.
We just want to talk to him. Huh? He's doing it in opposite order now?
With the right words of power, our ghost will be encouraged to come.
There is.
You're not Jacob.
Not.
Who's you?
My name is Red McGrath.
A Scot. You?
Antea Duarte. We're Banishers. We can help you.
I'm beyond help. Where's Jacob?
Outside.
How long have you and Jacob been out here in the woods?
Some winters now, but this one, it never ends. No way out, no way in. We were alone, not an animal in sight. I don't know when things changed. We got stuck. These godforsaken woods.
You tried many times to leave this place.
I tried and failed. Week on week, month on month maybe. We went in circles. The woods are tricky, sir. Treacherous. Mean. Round and round we went. Round and back again.
Did you try going
Said you both
up?
had nightmares. The same nightmare.
Aye. And yet we got no sleep. Couldn't tell truth from fantasy. The shadows seemed to flicker at the corners of our eyes.
We know what befell you, Benedict. What keeps you here?
Revenge.
He waits and waits and waits on me. He'll not face what he has done, and I cannot go. I cannot go. But I'll not hate him. How could I?
He killed you.
We thought him lost, in mind and reason.
Who'd not lose their mind? Stuck in place for weeks on end, deprived of a living, deprived of a life. Though I denied it, I saw it coming. I became wary. Some part of me knew what he was thinking, 'cause I was thinking it too.
You were gonna kill him?
What do you want from Jacob? Do you seek revenge?
I seek no vengeance.
Just prevenge.
And I am him.
What does he need that he may let go?
He needs to face the truth, to accept what he has done to both of us. At night, he'd read scripture. God would mind us if we were good and honest. Jacob taught me that. We were good. We lived honest lives. We kept to ourselves, minded our business and no one else's. So tell me, Banisher, what did we do to deserve this?
Probably not helping anybody.
This was not God's doing. Another powerful entity is at work here.
New Eden is cursed.
Then God has forsaken us, and we are doomed.
Thank you, Benedict. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Perhaps we shall, Banisher. Perhaps we shall.
Jacob must confess.
I fear the truth will break him.
It goes to Benedict Stoughton wants Jacob Lynn to tell the truth and admit his cannibalism. The ghost of Trapper Benedict Stoughton stands exhausted but proud. A suppurating wound to his head is likely the cause of his death. Circles under his eyes match the exhaustion in his face. You wakey, Jakey.
Oh, there to you, Jacob.
Mr. McCraith, sir?
You were struggling, yourself and Ben. Why'd you not leave?
Leave? No, can't leave. This here is home. We trap here, we eat here, we tan pelt to leather here. Our lives are here. Can't leave.
Did you not try the river? The fog had to lift sometime, and if you stay, you'll starve.
We have enough. Thanks to Ben.
But you did try to leave, didn't you? You packed up and left. Do you not remember reaching the cliff top?
Cliff top makes a fine lookout. Game comes to the water to drink. You can pick 'em off if your aim be good enough.
Has he lost his mind, or is he tricking with us? I can't tell.
I'm sorry, Jacob, we must talk. Something has happened to Benedict.
What? Where is he? What happened?
Come on, Jacob.
Jacques.
If something's happened to Ben, say so. Where is he?
Benedict is in pain. For his sake, you need to remember what happened. You need to remember what you did.
But No. I would never. I couldn't hurt him. I love him.
Jacob, look at me. It's safe to remember. Now tell me, what happened on that cliff top?
I was tired. So tired.
This was easy.
Hunger was digging holes in me, burning in my throat. I could think of nothing else. We don't give up. We don't give in. But I wanted to. I wanted it all to stop.
Yet you gave up on Benedict, and then you turned on him.
I failed him. I failed Benedict. I was so angry, so angry. He kept pushing me. We argued, and I couldn't think. When I saw him lying there on the ground, lifeless, the whispers said,
Yum yum.
it was
Time for
him
dinner.
or me. Him or me.
Chow
I
time?
would have died. I should have died. For my sins, I deserve no better. I failed God. I failed my friend. I'm a monster. I deserve no mercy.
Are we going to talk about him
No.
stripping his
You're
arm and
just
then
a sinner,
eating it?
begging for help. We both faced a choice, simple and awful, to kill or to die. You struck first, and
Give him a smooch.
here we are.
Do you forgive me?
Oh no. No. Put his hand through his chest. Put your hand through his face. I'm not sure you're getting this vengeance thing, Ben.
Our fates are in the hands of others now.
Yes. Banisher, do your job.
If you're to come back, if we're to use the ritual we spoke of, this is when it starts.
Red, if we take one step along that path,
Jacob is ready to die.
Wait.
the others won't be.
I'm what?
We'll tell lies. We'll harvest the essence of the living.
I'll shoulder the blame. As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful. Do we kill to be together again?
Or do we part forever?
We must decide now.
Ow. Oh man. Closure. You've reached the closure of a haunting case. As a banisher, you must decide: blame the haunted inhabitant, ascend the ghost, or banish the ghost. This choice will have consequences, specifically on the way Red and Antea evolve as a couple. Reminder: if Red wishes to bring Antea back to life, he must blame the largest number of living settlers. Blame everybody! I mean, he fucking is responsible. You will sacrifice the settler with a blame ritual. You will gently let the ghost descend from this world with a release ritual. You will forcibly banish the ghost to oblivion with a banishment ritual.
Benedict Stoughton. In the face of life's inexplicable hardships, at times to stay alive, we must do terrible things. In his despair, Your best friend stole your life. Then he compounded his sin. He fed on your flesh. Confessing his sins, he offered to forfeit his life. He has told the truth. You may go in peace.
We were trapped. The snare was set to kill us slow. Jacob, my friend, my only friend. I forgive all. I forgive everything.
Bye.
It's over, Jacob. Ben's gone for good.
Ben's been gone a long time. I know that now. I need to give him his last rites. Please. I need to be alone.
It's over. The tie will sustain me a little longer.
Jacob, would you mind if I rest inside a while?
Suit yourself.
We need to clear out the maggots first. So how do I get into that
No more
lockbox?
maggots. Ben is gone for good.
Get into this lockbox? Boink. Now. He wasn't gonna pay me, I'm taking it. Oh, okay, so the reason he can light a fire so fast is because he's using the fucking black powder to do it. Teleport. Taya can cross ethereal portals that act like shortcuts through the invisible into the incarnate. In combat, Antea can dash towards enemies, dealing a small amount of damage. Manifestation. Neat. 2 points. We have 0 points. Can't do these. These require blue points. They only require red points. Damage dealt by red is increased by 30% against full health enemies. Or fourth heavy attack triggers a punch. That's never gonna happen. Definitely we're going with this. Parrying restores spirit. I am fucking awful at parrying. Charged heavy attack damage is increased. Like to be better at parrying. What about the last one? Unveil. Am I allowed to still take this? I guess I am. Suppose there's no reason I'm not. Although it is grayed out, kind of. Wonder if it's you can only have one of these at a time. Damage dealt by red is increased up to 15% the higher. Or switch to Antea right after a front dodge to trigger a melee attack. Pretty good. Better parrying, or you do more damage if the enemy's at full. Spiritual necklace and reduce damage Antea takes. Spiritual necklace. The silver beads of this necklace are engraved with I was gonna say delicious symbols, delicate symbols supposed to protect the incarnate from hostile spirits. Oddly enough, it actually protects spirits from the incarnate. The exact opposite of what it was said it was supposed to do. Can't do the next upgrade because we don't have any wool. We can upgrade our sword. Rory set, saber and firebrand rudimentary. 4th, light attack and heavy attack damage is increased by 50%. And Scourge accretion. We need a lot of Scourge accretion.
That man killed and ate his friend.
Delicious.
When I was a soldier, I heard many stories of those besieged eating their own. Some were true.
Famine is a ferocious master. Jacob was hungry.
Just like you.
Just like me.
How do you feel?
Hungry.
I feel
just said it.
Locked into an embrace with a nightmare. I crave essence. With it, I'd not so fast decay. With it, I'd not so quickly become one of those stupid bloody specters.
We made the right choice. We made it together. Taking a life is no small matter.
When I ascend, we'll be separated. For the rest of your life. Maybe for the rest of eternity. Never again shall we stand side by side. This thing we have, shall cease to be.
Yes, all things must pass. Red is about to swear an oath to Antea, and together they will choose her fate. Choices you make when bringing closure impact your chances to fulfill the promise made to one another. Remember, you remain free to make any choice you want when bringing closure, no matter the oath you have sworn, as long as you are ready to face the consequences. Okay, you can break your oath as well, I guess. You started down this path. It feels like it's the good guy ending. We will consider coming back to this later, and we might do bad ending. That. Red swears he will help Antaea's ghost peacefully leave this world once they retrieve her body from New Eden's meeting.
Right. That's that settled.
Thank you. I hope you've no regrets.
No regrets.
For soon, you'll release me. I'll have my assent.
I hardly want to let you go.
I know, but you must.
Can he do it, Captain?
Shadow, caged and fading.
You're still here? Still you? We could...
Jacob Lynn's essence called to me. I knew it wrong, but I desired it. There lies perdition. For both of us. I cannot abide what I have become. I don't want to abandon you, but I must.
So be it, my love. We'll reclaim your body. You'll have your assent. I swear it.
Ding. Alright, let's get our asses over to the bridge. Is Jacob still here? There he is. Ah, you made a grave. Yeah. Hey, Jacob. How you getting? I just wanted to talk, man. You don't... Can you stop? Thanks.
Oh there, Jacob. I'll be on my way now. Take care of yourself, lad. Is there somewhere you can go?
Maybe. If they'll have me. If I can find them.
Oh wait, no. I was gonna say, like, where's the body? We know where the body is. Bottom of the fucking river.
Let's go back to the bridge.
That's what I'm planning to do.
Stronger. Let's see if I was right about those spectral stains.
Careful. That thing landed on me.
That's it. I think I can jump the gap. Your bane rings will help. Can you find the place where the stains align?
Yeah, it is beneath. Okay. Now what? Oh. Zoop.
Come with me.
Okay. Babe, what are you doing? Shit. Ugh. Ow.
Are you all right?
I'm alright.
Never better.
You seem a lot more worse off than I am. Okay. Drop another rope down. There's something on the edge of this bridge, right? No? Can I not see something there? Is it under me? There it is. That's how I get to that. Anyway. Alright, we have quite a distance to cover to get to the next thing.
That jump was quite something.
Ghosts are quite something. But I feel clumsy. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You'll master it. You've mastered everything else.
Except how to dodge out of the way of a stupid attack, I guess.
No way through here neither, far as I can see.
At that. With Antei, use the leap to engage combat and get instant ghost to your targets. Such manifestation can spirits.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Spectral activities. You have found a cluster of spectral activity. As a Banisher, it is your job to eliminate the threat. Your health points and decoction charges will be fully restored at the start and end of this encounter. Eliminating a cluster grants permanent power bonuses. Alright, so this is wave. Wave attack. What the fuck is beeping?
This spectral nest needs to be cleansed. Well, it's nice here and all, but do you see a way up?
I think it's this.
Show your shape in flesh!
Still confusing your charms?
Eh.
No step from the shadows.
I can help. I have another insight. Call on me. I can help.
Why does that guy have a blue bar? What is that about? Hey, can't hit that. Got it. Never mind. Apparently I can hit that. Just not when it's... I don't know. Fuck. Does it have a fucking stagger meter? Is that what's going on? Even tell if this thing is taking damage. I don't think it is, and I think this thing might be keeping it alive. Fucker.
It's nice here and all, but do you see a way up?
Swan to all attributes. Another thing there to be shot down. Something's beeping. It's another teleport.
There are stains. If they line up, perhaps we can jump.
I'm sure you can. Just try to be gentle this time.
Fire. Not lower. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. One of these days, I'll press the right button. Did we come in? Here? Where are the symbols? There.
Here.
That's high.
Trust me.
Eat.
Yes.
Remind me to close my eyes next time.
Bandit Journal. The year is 16995. This, at least I'm sure. Following the newsmyths was a mistake. After abandoning our homes and stretching the dark woods to rain and storm, a group didn't arrive what was once a hunter's camp. Bridge to Boston is down and we can go no further. Our flight to freedom was a fool's errand. The memory of our home in New Eden town seems distant now. We had friends and neighbors. The schoolhouse rang with laughter. The meeting house had a minister who cared for us deeply. When we left with Thickskin's band, okay, remember her, the New Eden town we'd built was no more. I miss it deeply. Beth misses it too, though she hides it. We're going back, packing our things once more and going home. To hell with whatever prowls the woods, God be with us. Well, how did that work out for you? Now, how the shit do I get over there? Don't know how to interact with that. So I can teleport?
Those balls.
Okay. Just do your abs.
Are you all right?
I'll be better right side up. What happened?
Rope trap. Jacob Lind mentioned a hunter's camp. It may be close.
I can see it, I think.
Something's there.
Something alive.
Yes.
Thick skin?
Brilliant.
Who are you and where did you spring from?
I've come from New Eden Town.
That's a very long way from here, sir. Who are you?
My name is Red McCraith. I work for the selectmen of New Eden Town. I'm a banisher.
Didn't you and the other one die in the meeting house?
I fell in the water and the tide took me. I survived. Up to now, anyway.
I've never seen a banisher before. I expected more.
Could I please continue this conversation with my feet on the ground? Easy now.
Stop your jiggling.
How about you take a knee instead? Maybe use a
Hold
knife.
still, I said.
You try holding still when some lassie's shooting at you.
In that case, banisher, you may escape the trap yourself.
Oh, how dare I call you a lassie? How terrible.
No, come
Our
on!
camp lies downhill. I'll wait for you there.
Come back here! Shite! I don't suppose you can help me, can you?
That was entertaining.
Uh-huh.
It's good to see you smile.
Wait. Something's there.
Something living this time?
No.
Oh, fuck him so. Uh-oh.
A bone walker. It's
Shite!
She doing this fight by herself? You have a sword, Red.
You can do it.
Hello there.
Please.
Hey, Milwan, how you getting on? Good boy. How was
For my solo.
Norco? Blocking stance. When enemies are blocking, you can break through the defenses with specific moves. Red's charge attacks, Antaea's manifestations are perfect switches. We haven't seen perfect switches.
More fun.
I tried to raid, but your channel wasn't showing in the lists. That's not good. Hopefully it's just Twitch being weird, and not some other shenanigans. Ow.
Marcin Let.
Thought you were streaming. I am streaming, am I not? How are you talking to me if I'm not streaming? What madness is this? Got some delicious fungus growing off the tree. Probably leather. Oh, no. Oh, a phoenix right today instead. Of course. have to make up for no Edgeworth this week. To bring closure, according to the resourceful demonologist Henry Boguet, I guess Banishers were initially called Exilers and are probably heirs of the ancestral tradition of the beggar priests of the ancient Greece. Of the ancient Greece, not of ancient Greece. Anyway, I meant not streaming. Yeah, I assumed. Whatever their name, title, and method, their main goal has not changed. It is to bring closure, from the Latin claudere and the Old French clothier, meaning fencing. Okay. To fence, as in a field or a domain, not a sword fight. This is the reason why they are considered benevolent by most people, just like the Benandanti were for centuries considered useful and benevolent witches in northeastern Italy. Okay. It's been Valentine's Day with Edgeworth. That's a good person to spend it with. They travel and are paid to solve situation. Hang on. They travel and are paid to solve situation between the living. No, that's what it says. Okay, between the living and the dead. They come to put an end to each haunting case by bringing a conclusion. A sinful tendency to deal with the unholy, would say Henry Boguet, but with a rightful desire to expel the roots of evil, may I dare to add. This is going on for a while. Okay. From a Banisher point of view, a haunting case is a pending story waiting for closure. This closure, as they call it, is conducted when a Banisher gathers the involved characters of a haunting case to expose the situation and choose between different rituals to solve it. Not unlike almost every detective game you've ever played. At the end of the closure, the antagonisms have been cleansed more or less painlessly for all the protagonists. Through a releasing ritual, the Banisher claims to untie the ghost from the reason why he or she remained, unfinished business, promises made, anger, rancor, love, whatever. Freed by the Banisher's powerful words, released from this bind beyond death, the ghost can now ascend. No ascent. Okay. Symbolically, the ghost has been heard, forgiven, guided, or appeased, so he or she can now go peacefully. To release a ghost, the Banisher must have understood what was at stake and the real reason why the ghost remained. This is probably the most disputable part of their trade, for no deal shall be made with no creature from the pit. The very reason why it should always be beneficial for a Banisher to conduct a banishing ritual. Renew with the real origin of their tradition and use. The Banisher does not lose time inviting the cursed spirit to gently go. He forcefully sends the ghost away. He sends it back to the abyss. It should be the proper way to deal with their reluctant and devilish offspring. It's kind of... I mean, it's only if they're evil, really. This ritual should be performed against any spirit without discussion or investigation. You can just don't even ask any questions, just banish them. Said spirit being blatantly hostile or malignantly calling for our mercy. Mean? So this is Ancient Ghostbusters? It's not too ancient, but yes, it's 1690s. Or 1069s. Nice. 1069 nices. Alright, what's this guy doing in here? Not much. Open this cursed chest instead. A wristband of harmony. And more reading. Old Hunter's note. To them devils as dirties the place with their rotten half-eaten bloody leavings and their sharp-edged broken bloody arrowheads and whatnot. For shame.
This place is empty so long it's rotten.
Gotta wreck the place. No. Gotta wreck the place.
Signs of life ahead.
It's cold up there. Alright, so that is our next destination for the next stream. I have a feeling we're about to walk into a fairly lengthy exposition setup. What does our map have to say for itself? Woodfolk. That's where we're headed. Done that. We weren't allowed in here. And that's where we start. So there's the start of the game. World completion 3%. Fuck. Playing this for ages. When you finished at 3%. Oh, I'm in trouble. And okay, how big is the map? Oh boy. That's a big map. Does it go? Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, we're in trouble. Right, there's the start of the game, and then we got dropped in the river, or in the ocean, I guess, and then ended up all the fucking way over here. Move. Anyway. Saving is not allowed. I hope I saved recently. That's going to be annoying if I didn't. Part 100, yeah, this one's going to take us a minute, I think. Right, that's it from me for this evening. Sorry, Melwin, you kind of dropped in when I was looking to wrap up. So this is Banishers Ghost of New Eden, only came out yesterday. So we're getting a quick look at it now. We will be continuing this. It is Vampire, very much so. The game we have also played on the channel before. As it turns out, it's set in the same universe, because we've seen a couple of documents that make references to things happening in Vampire. Or not things happening, but like different factions and stuff. There's mentions of Icors, which is the ancient name for vampires in this universe, and there's the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, which are meant to be like the guys who fight the vampires and what have you. Obviously the events of Vampire take place in and around World War I, so this is 200, 300-ish years ahead of time. It's like Alan Wake's universe all the way. It is. It's a little bit. They're not really leaning into it, but there are connections there for people who have played a previous game. You'll go, hey, I know that. But, you know, there's 200 years difference between them, so we're not going to be bumping into their characters. We might bump into some of the vampires, because they are that old. Possible. I doubt it, but we might. I feel like they'll probably stick to just the ghosts here and not go into the vampire bit. You can go play vampire yourself instead. Anyway, this... What was I thinking? Yeah, this will probably take up the Tuesday slot going forward. I moved it to Wednesday because I wasn't sure I would have it downloaded in time for yesterday's stream. But so that's why I swapped Raincode and this around. But going forward, this will be the Tuesday stream. Tomorrow we're continuing Inscription, which is getting very strange, and I won't say anything more about that. If you know, you know. If you don't, play Inscription. Friday, we're going to take a look at Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown as part of my Foley Plays Games a Bit series. So we're going to take a look at the first 3 or so hours of the game. Saturday, we're going to try to do all of Silent Hill: The Short Message. I've heard very mixed things about the game. Some people really liked it, some people really didn't. Critical reviews are, it's fine. It's not amazing. It does have the type of horror I'm not a huge fan of, which is, well, one, first person, but two, it's like the cat and mouse thing, where you just have to run and hide, and I don't really like that kind of thing. But it's new Silent Hill, and I'm kind of interested to see how Konami are handling it, because they haven't developed a game in-house in years at this point. So I'm kind of curious to see how it works out. Anyway, that'll be Saturday, and then Sunday we'll have the weekly news recap where we talk about all the things happening in the video game industry this week. Tomorrow, Xbox have some business thing they're talking about, so we might hear about their possible that some of their games may not be exclusive anymore. So it's a possibility that some of Bethesda's games will be coming to Switch and PlayStation in the future, and maybe Obsidian and maybe some other ones. I think what they're looking at is studios that were classically third-party studios, that they might stay third-party studios. Bethesda, obviously, before Starfield and Redfall, were third-party. You know, they released on everything. Arcane, much the same, released on everything. And Obsidian has more of a track record with Microsoft, really, so they may not. Something like Pentiment or Grounded or Sea of Thieves for Rare. We'll see. We'll find out tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to head off. Thanks, Melman, for dropping in, and Freya earlier for the follow. It's appreciated. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Inscription. Have a good one. Thanks, Melman. You too. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.